Hi, my name's Simon. I'm head gardener here at Tatton Park. Been here about 14 years in leafy Cheshire, but originally I'm a Mancunian, North Manchester, born and bred. Travelled around a little bit, but always seem to come home. And Manchester, it's the best city in Britain, there's no doubt about it. It's what I consider home. I'm always heading back up there on train or bike, or we're always drawn to the centre of Manchester, myself and my family. My top 5 for Manchester would be kind of my dream day out, really, with kids or with my partner, with my bike, whatever I want to do really. But the ideal, not that I've ever done it completely, would be cycle down the Bridgewater Canal. A nice view of Manchester, past Old Trafford, down through all the industry of Manchester, emerging out there at the Castlefield Basin, which I think is an amazing kind of intro to Manchester. You're there by the first passenger railway service in the world, the canals, the bridges, the architecture. It's like just kind of hello Manchester. So from there, I mean, I'd cycle up around the canal up to somewhere like Harry Hall's, oldest best bike shop in Manchester. Look at all the things I can't afford because I'm a gardener. Drool over bikes that weigh 10 times less than me. I'd then probably scoot my way over and kind of console myself over a nice big fat pint of something Belgian, probably down at the Temple of Convenience. Keeping some change in my pocket for a few tunes on the jukebox, best jukebox in Manchester, where you could listen to something ultra Mancunian like I Am Clute, to something like Bob Dylan from 1966, the year I was born. So great way to kind of warm yourself up for a trip round town, back on the bike, pedal over to something like the library, the new library, where me and the family went a few weeks ago. Absolutely blown away. I mean, just by this amazing place that I remember from being a kid as this kind of place where you go, everyone was going shh, be quiet, to a place where you can make a right old racket now, looking at all the archives of Manchester by touching boxes, touching screens. You know, one of the best things to come to town, I think, for many a year. Brilliant way to view your city or your visited city. From there, you've probably built a good appetite up, particularly if you're on a bicycle, which I recommend, is to then probably skedaddle over to somewhere like, passing somewhere, lots of little back alleys around Manchester, which is very accessible by bike, past something like the Hidden Gem, down that end of town, back of the town hall, round there, swing into somewhere like Fop to have a look at some records or some magazines, building an appetite all the time to go view something up in the northern quarter, get a nice little cheap curry like Cabana, very, very good, simple, authentic food, costs you no more than about £4. So up around the northern quarter, so carrying on your tour de Manchester, I would then cycle back down towards the Bridgewater Canal, usually down something like Whitworth Street, past the Ritz, see what's on at the Ritz. Best little venue in town, I think. Kind of old dance hall from the 40s, 50s. Favourite of my mum's, favourite of mine. You know, get to a gig there, you'll feel the dance floor bouncing up and down as you get into some tunes. See what's on there. Basically pedal the 12, 13 miles back to where I live now in Altrincham. And that will be my kind of perfect day in town. So all those things you can think of doing in town, there's thousands more. It is the best city